It's Monday, September 11th, 2017. I'm your host, Sarah Beal. We have a great show in store for you today. First up, we'll learn all about the Social Emotional Learning Initiative at Barnstable Intermediate School with interim principal Beth Deneen. Then we will head down to Bismarck Park and find out about the upcoming Parking Day event being held this Friday. And finally, we will get the scoop on the Cape Cod Arts and Culture Expo being held at Cape Cod Community College this weekend with Tilden Arts Center coordinator Vanna Trudeau. But first, let's get a look at today's top headlines. The Recreation Commission meets tonight at 5:30 in the Town Hall hearing room. On the agenda is a season recap from both the Hyannis Harbor Hawks as well as the Katuitt Kettleers. They will also get an update on the work Weston and Sampson is doing from Assistant Recreation Director John Gleason and Assistant Town Engineer Amanda Ruggiero. The Recreation Commission meeting will air live right here on Channel 18. If you are a voter in the town of Barnstable and will not be here on September 19th, please come into the town clerk's office and vote by absentee ballot. If your son or daughter is away at college and is registered to vote in Barnstable, you can fill out a request for an absentee ballot, which will be sent to them right away. The Department of Public Works has begun performing roadway improvements on Mitchell's Way in Hyannis and Pleasant Pines Avenue in Hyannisport. Improvements include milling of the existing roadway surfaces, adjustment of drainage structures, and installation of new asphalt pavement along the entire lengths of both roads. Operations will start at 7 a.m. and end at 5 p.m. Work is expected to be completed by September 22nd, weather permitting. Vehicle access during construction operations will be restricted to one lane. Motorists are advised to seek alternate routes to avoid the construction work. Next up, we will learn about the Social Emotional Learning Initiative at Barnstable Intermediate School with interim principal Beth Deneen. Joining me now is Beth Deneen. She is the interim principal at BIS, and we're going to talk about the district-wide Social Emotional Learning Initiative and how you're implementing it at BIS. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
So yes, at BIS we're part of a district strategic goal where children are connecting with the adults in the building and making strong connections. And oftentimes when students make those connections, it might be a time when they're, maybe not doing something that is the correct way. So I've made a lot of connections with students up in the administrative office by a term that I use, repair. And we talk about what happened and we talk about the feelings of others, and then usually we make strong connections, and then they don't want to disappoint, and they go back to class and they learn, and that's the goal, is to make sure they get back to class to learn.
So you use the word repair kind of as a tool instead of saying that they made a mistake or they did something wrong. It's like, let's look at what happened and what can we do going forward to fix it.
So instead of traditional discipline, to me it's more like they're learning. They're 11 and 12. And just like on a math test, if you make an error, you fix it. So this is the same, the same sort of thing. Plus, we have a lot of incentives to encourage the good green behavior. So we call them being in the green. And we use things called the PAR sticker, which students earn. It calls a positive act recognition. And they put them on their agenda books, much like the Ohio State Buckeyes do. And they gather them, and then they can use them towards other things in the building, like privileges at social events. And things like that, where they're paying, so they're earning their way themselves, and it makes them proud, I think.
Yeah, you said this is an example of what their agendas look like, or their planners, and we have one up here, and I could see this getting really full throughout the year, maybe even putting some on the back side.
They get very excited, and we have other incentives like pencils they get when they get so many, and then we have pens this year. And Mrs. Deneen is going to continue looking for other things, meaning myself, for the children, because I think the more they see they get in return for their hard work, the more they're going to do well in the classroom. That's the goal, is if we do these things, they're going to feel comfortable and they're going to learn.
Yeah.
So,
positive reinforcement for good behavior, as well as for not corrective behavior, but like repairing, like you said, like recognizing the situation and making a choice maybe that's different next time. So
and what we try to do is we try to keep the expectations very clear, and we try to catch children that are doing what's right. So instead of being good kids, everyone's good child. It's to emphasize that when you do the right thing, it's being noticed. And when you're doing the right thing, whether it's in school or outside of school, people are going to recognize that. It's a very good thing to have. So those are the qualities that we're trying to instill at Barnstable Intermediate School. And it's exciting to see these kids. We have some of them here today.
And this is what, the second year you've been implementing this program at BIS?
Well, we've been trying to do it. We've been doing actually a little bit along the way.
Okay.
But, you know, we've been, Mr. Anderson and the admin team, myself, and the teachers, parents, and the students, we've been all working together to come up with ways to keep it consistent and clear. Because I think the more it's clear and consistent, it's easier to understand. So you don't have one teacher doing this and one teacher doing that.
Right.
You know, we provide the rewards, not candy. We provide the things so that everyone understands from classroom to classroom and hallway to hallway. So it's consistent.
Throughout the whole building.
Throughout
Everyone's
the
on
whole
same
building.
page.
And the behavior expectations are all on a chart, posted in the hallways, making it very clear what we're looking for. Not what we don't want, but what we're looking for.
Great.
So
this sounds like such a wonderful program.
I really like it.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. I couldn't wait for the first day of school to show our new power stickers. I really couldn't. And I have a lot of students that have already received some. So
That's
it's been great.
So I'm joined now by 5 7th graders from BIS, and we're going to talk about the social emotional learning initiative that they have going on at their school. So I'm going to have everybody introduce themselves first.
I'm Piper Hunt.
I'm Sarah Bent.
I'm Jimmy Crowley.
I'm Julian Hogan. I'm Juliana Hamelberg.
Okay, so thank you so much for coming in today and telling us all about the program. So does anybody have a story they want to tell about when they received a PAR sticker last year or this year so far? I know, Sarah, you've already gotten one this year.
Yeah.
You want to tell me about that?
Yeah. I got one when I went to my school with some technology my mom went to and got a PAW sticker for my principal.
Yeah, and did that make you feel really good and proud that you got one already? Because school's only been going on for a little while.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is anybody else, I know you guys haven't gotten one yet, but you got some last year because you're 7th graders. So does someone want to tell me about one they got last year that they were really proud of? Yeah, come on. Julian, you got a story. Come on. Let's hear it.
I think someone dropped a binder, and I helped them pick it up, and one of the teachers gave me a PAR sticker.
Yeah. How did that make you feel?
Good.
Yeah. Were you proud of yourself for helping somebody else out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that something you think about now? You think about helping other people more?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Jimmy, you got one for me? Did you get a PAR sticker last year?
I got a PAR sticker last year because I dropped my books in my binder and on my pen and on my stuff. And my friend came and helped me over, and the teacher gave both of us PARs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that cool? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is there any activities that you participated in last year that you got to, use some of your PAR stickers towards?
No.
No, but you got. How about you, Piper? You got
Mine's the same as Julian's. I
Yeah.
help someone pick up their books.
Yeah. Do you think about that a little bit more now, helping other people out?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you see maybe someone's having a issue or they drop something, maybe instead of just ignoring it, you'll
Help them.
help them out. Yeah. How about you, Juliana?
Same as Julian. Too.
Yeah. So there's a lot of helping out going out at BIS. You're seeing other people maybe struggling with something, or they dropped a book, or maybe they need some help, and you guys step in and help them out. So it's making you think about other people, right? Think about how you can help other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you excited for this new school year and to earn some new PAR stickers?
Yeah.
And get involved in some of the events that you can use your PAR stickers for?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. Thanks, guys. I'm joined now by 2 6th graders from BIS, as well as 1 7th grader. So I'm going to have you guys introduce yourselves.
I'm Michael Coddington.
Okay.
I'm Lillian Lukauer.
Kayvon Grant.
Okay, so thank you guys so much for coming in. So the 6th graders, you guys are brand new to the school, brand new to the social emotional learning initiative, and you get the PAR stickers and you do, good stuff. So what do you think so far about, because you're brand new to the school, so what do you think so far about, what they're doing at BIS to kind of help people think about others and themselves and helping other people out? What do you think of that?
Well, I think it's good because if somebody drops their binder, for example, and you help pick it up, you feel like you get a reward for helping somebody.
Yeah.
And other stuff. So if you are kind to somebody who's down or something, you get a reward for
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And helps you kind of think about doing that more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think about it, Michael?
I don't know.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to earning some PAR stickers
Yeah.
and doing some good deeds and reaching out to other kids in the school and maybe making some new friends through the program? Yeah? So Kayvon, you're in 7th grade, so this is your 2nd year of doing this, and Miss Deneen was telling us that you've already done so much last year and you're doing more this year. So why don't you tell me a little bit about what you did last year?
I'm building like RC cars. I learned so much from her and stuff.
Yeah.
And I really like it over at this school.
Yeah. Did you earn a PAR sticker last year or this year so far that you're really proud of? You did something for you can tell me about?
Last year I opened the door for somebody.
Yeah. That's very nice. So does it help you think about maybe helping other people a little bit more than maybe you would have before?
Yeah.
Yeah, think about what everybody else is feeling about things, and, you know, it's important to think about other people sometimes, right? Okay, great. Thank you so much, guys. Now let's find out about Parking Day with Parking Program Manager Mona Salmonte. We're down here at beautiful Bismore Park. I'm joined by Mona Salmonte. We're going to be talking about a new event that the town is taking part in today. It's an international event and it's called Parking Day. And this is happening on September 15th right here at Bismore Park. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, thank you so much, Sarah, for having us, having me down here today to represent this really exciting time to pilot this first time parking day for the town of Barnstable, which is happening next Friday, September 15th from 10 to 2 p.m.
Great. And there's going to be all sorts of different events, you know, something for everybody. So let's talk about some of the things that are going to be going on down here.
Okay, so basically, just to give you a brief overview of what Parking Day is was created back in 2005 by a Rebar architectural group out of California. And it's their concept, and it's been built on ever since by cities and countries all over the world. So this is actually an international, global event that we're joining. The town of Barnstable is joining this year. So what we're basically going to do is we're going to reclaim and repurpose a number of parking spaces here at Bismore, and we're going to turn them into park-like environments.
Oh, cool.
And so we're going to be offering, the parking division is going to have a Plinko game, for instance, and we're going to, give out prizes, and one of the grand prizes is a parking pass for here at Bismore. We have a local artist that's coming in, and she works with repurposed and recycled materials. And so she's created a teepee. She's going to be demonstrating how you can crochet and knit garments that have been someone's possessions, and you can kind of reprogram them and reuse them and make them into a hat or a sweater.
Upcycling.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes.
Absolutely. The greeters here at Bismore are going to put on a Lido deck, and it's SS Barnstable, and we'll have music, and we'll be on a cruise.
That sounds like so much fun.
Exactly, absolutely. So there's a lot to enjoy, a lot to experiment with. The artist is actually going to have a sitting area, and also so you can appreciate the soft materials that she creates. And also she's going to have dress-up clothes so people can dress up in some of the stuff that she's created. We're also going to do art by chalking. So people can come by. We'll have a hopscotch set up so people can play hopscotch, or children can. We're going to create picture frames, and people can chalk a picture within that frame. So there's going to be a lot going on, and we're very, very excited about it. We're also going to offer an educational component. In the parking division, we'll have information on handicap parking, applying for placards, and also passing out a small booklet of rules of the road, which is kind of nice for young people and older people as well, to kind of refresh their memory.
It's a reminder of
exactly
how
of
we're
the rules
how
of
we're
the
supposed
road.
to act on the road.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes. So we'll be creating the spaces on Thursday afternoon. Portia, one of our greeters, is going to start chalking. She's fabulous.
Oh, awesome.
Fabulous artist, and she's going to start creating the base of each parking space. And then we'll bring in furniture and tables and so forth early Friday morning to create the park environment. So
the Cape Cod Arts and Culture Expo is happening this weekend, previously known as the Multicultural Festival. I spoke with Vanna Trudeau from Four Seas about this wonderful event. Joining me now is Vanna Trudeau. She is the Tilden Art Center coordinator, and we're going to talk about, well, the Multicultural Festival, but it has a new name, so.
It does.
Yeah, so what's the new name this year?
If you've been to the Multicultural Festival, it will look very familiar. The new name is the Cape Cod Arts and Culture Expo, and it really reflects sort of an expansion of our goal to highlight some of the unique things about Cape Cod that make our communities so unique.
Yeah, there's so many different cultures here on the Cape. So it's a great way to go and learn and experience about all of the different cultures. I mean, you have Brazilian and Japanese and Irish, you know, the whole.
It's a melting pot.
Yeah, it's a melting pot. Just like America is, the Cape is just as much a melting pot as the rest of the country is. So what kind of things can we expect at the Cultural
Cape Cod Arts and Culture Expo. I know it's a mouthful.
It's going to take a while to get used to saying that.
Absolutely.
People will still call it the Multicultural
and that's
Festival.
Fine.
Yeah.
We will not mind at all.
Yeah.
So the event really kicks off next Tuesday with an interfaith service at the Cape Cod Synagogue, and this is one of 4 lead-up events to our all-day affair that happens on Saturday, September 16th. So after the interfaith service, then on Wednesday night, we have an evening of global dance, which should be an amazing night with Khadija and Troupe Mirage and her Middle Eastern dancers.
Oh, cool.
And then also Tara Murphy and the Cape Cod African Dance and Drumming Group.
I've seen them before, and they are
so energetic.
Amazing.
Yes.
They just, either watching them or participating, it's just, they get you going.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The word I like to use is cathartic.
Yes.
You cannot leave that without feeling this wonderful sense of release and invigoration. So we're inviting people to come dressed to move, bring a bottle of water, because you will be invited to come up and learn some of these great performance traditions.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. And then on Thursday, something a little bit different, you get to sit down. We have John Whalen coming in. He's the author of I Am Cape Cod, which is a new book that features over 130 Cape Codders and tells a little bit about their story. I'm very excited about this because there are people in our neighborhoods that we don't know where they're from and what their backstory is, and this is a great way to find out new and interesting things about people we interact with every day.
That sounds very cool. Yeah. Very cool.
And then on Friday,
we
have our singer-songwriter showcase and also community open jam session. And this should be really interesting. I'm inviting everyone to dust off their guitar, their flute, their banjo, ukulele, didgeridoo, you name it, bring it out. Bring it to the Tilden Art Center Studio Theater on Friday night. We'll have a few singer-songwriters share some of their work, and then it's an open session.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. And then we hit Saturday.
Saturday, the big day.
Yes.
The big day, 10 to 4. Now, is this going to be focused mainly on the Tilden Art Center, or is it going to be across campus? What's the plan for all the different events?
Many of the performances will be held in the Tilden Art Center, but we also have our Vendor and Exhibitor Expo over in the Grossman Commons building, and then what we're calling a second stage outside on the Grossman patio, where if you want to sit and have lunch from our International Cafe, you can also enjoy some nice casual entertainment out there with Ron Williams. He'll be playing his guitar. We also have Trevor the Juggler coming to entertain the kids and grown-ups. And also the New Classics Theater Company is going to come and do an improv show.
Oh, very cool.
So we're using the Tilden Art Center, the main stage for performances, the Studio Theater for some interactive workshops, the Grossman Commons for our expo and some other entertainment, and also rooms across the campus that will be for these immersion rooms where you get to spend a little bit more time learning something about a unique culture.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a lot.
So much stuff, and it's all ages are welcome. It's for kids, it's for teenagers, it's for adults, it's for senior citizens. I mean, you want everyone to come out and experience, you know, all the different cultures that are here in Cape Cod. That's the goal. So there's a little bit something for everybody.
Absolutely. It's for the whole family and it's free. We do ask that you bring a couple of bucks for the International Cafe. We're going back to a model that we used in years past where our food services group is going to provide tasting bites, very affordable costs of various foods from around the world. So Mexican, Italian, Middle Eastern, American, so there's a little something for everybody. And for the kids, we have some special treats. We have the Witta Pirate Museum that is going to bring some of their pirate treasure that the kids can try to find. It should be a lot of fun.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun.
Yeah.
Well, it's a great event. It's going to be Saturday, September 16th.
Yes.
If people are looking to find more information, where's the best place that they can find that?
All of the information will be on our website, and the direct place to go is www.capecod.edu/culture. And we'll be publishing the entire schedule of performers and a map with the location of where everything will be. There'll be face painting. It should be a fantastic day.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today and telling us everything we need to know about the Cape Cod Arts and Culture Expo. I said it.
You did. Good job. I hope to see you there.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now let's find out what's happening around town in today's community calendar. The Bruins Academy Learn to Play Hockey program is coming to the HYCC. The program will be run over 4 Saturdays in October and November and is available to boys and girls ages 4 through 9. For a registration fee of $100, the program includes a full set of CCM equipment, which includes skates, a professional personalized fitting, and 4 weeks of on-ice instruction led by certified coaches. To learn more and sign up, visit www.bostonbruins.com/learn-to-play. Thanks for joining us today. We'll be back tomorrow with another great show for you. For Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Beal.